Hi friends, welcome back to Parnika tutorials. In this video, I want to discuss about conditional statements in JavaScript like simple if else, else if later and switch statement. So I sincerely request everyone to watch the complete video for better understanding. Conditional statements are used to perform different actions based on different conditions. In our life also, we will perform different actions based on different conditions. Let's consider that you are watching this video. If you like this video, you will press the like button and you will watch the complete video. If you does not like the video, you will press the dislike button and you will go to the next video. So like that, if you want to perform different actions based on different conditions, then conditional statements are useful. As I said earlier, JavaScript supports 4 conditional statements such as simple if else, else if later and switch statement. Now let me discuss about the simple if. Simple if is used to specify a block of code to be executed if the condition is true. If the condition is false, this block of statements will not be executed or it will be skipped. So you will have if, which is a keyword to specify the if block, and then you will have a certain condition. The condition can be either true or false. Let's consider that condition is true. The statements which are there in the if block will be executed. If the condition is false, the statements which are there in the if block will not be executed. Let's consider that the condition is true. If the condition is true, then statement 1, statement 2 which are there in the if block will be executed. After that, statement 3 also will be executed. If the condition is false, the statement 1 and statement 2 which are there in the if block will not be executed. Statement 3 only will be executed. So this is the generalized syntax of using the simple if in JavaScript. Now let me discuss this concept practically with an example so that it will be clear for you. Let me go to the desktop and go to the JavaScript folder, and then I have conditional statements.html open with Notepad++, and then I will write the JavaScript code in the body tag inside the script tag. So what I need to do, I need to define a variable. So if I want to define a variable, I need to use the var keyword and the name of the variable, and now I want to read the input from the user. That input I want to store it into the variable n, and then I want to verify whether the value which is stored in the variable n is a positive number or not. I want to verify it. So I will use prompt. Prompt is useful to read the input from the user, and then I will write enter the number. So once the user has entered the number, it will be stored in the variable n. Now I want to verify it, whether it is a positive number or not. So I will write a condition. What is this condition? N should be greater than or equal to 0. If it is so, I want to display it as a positive number. So I will write document.write and I will say it is a positive number. And I will write the break statements to go to the next line. And then I will write document.write welcome to conditional statements in JavaScript. I will save this program, go to the desktop, JavaScript, right click on the conditional statements.html, open with Google Chrome. Now it will ask the user to enter the number. Let me enter the number as 5. If I enter the number as 5, the n will have the value 5. So you got the output as it is a positive number. Welcome to conditional statements in JavaScript. Why you are getting this output? Because you have entered the n value as 5. So value 5 will be stored in the variable n, and then you are verifying the condition. What is the condition? N should be greater than or equal to 0. What is the value which is stored in the variable n? 5. So 5 is greater than or equal to 0. So the condition is true. If the condition is true, the statements which are there in the if block will be executed. So what is the statement you have written? Document.write. So you want to display something. So what is the content you want to display? It is a positive number, and you have written the break statement it will be useful to go to the next line. So you will get the output as it is a positive number, and then you have written document.write welcome to conditional statements in JavaScript. So as the if condition is true, the statements which are there in the if block has been executed. Let's consider that I have given the input as -5. Then it will verify the condition. What is the condition? Whether n is greater than or equal to 0. What is the value which is stored in the variable n? -5. Is -5 is greater than 0? No. Is it equal to 0? No. So the condition is false. If the if condition is false, the statements which are there in the if block will not be executed. So you will not get the output as it is a positive number. Instead of that, you will just get the output as welcome to conditional statements in JavaScript. If you want to verify, let me save this program, go to the browser and let me refresh it, and now let me give the input as -5. In this case, you are getting the output as welcome to conditional statements in JavaScript. I hope you have understood about the simple if in JavaScript. Now let me discuss about the if else. In if else, you will have a certain if condition. If the if condition is true, the statements which are there in the if block will be executed. If the if condition is false, the statements which are there in the else block will be executed. Let me discuss with a simple example. I will write the if keyword and certain condition. The condition can be true or condition can be false. If the condition is true, the statements which are there in the if block will be executed. So let me write the statements like statement 1, statement 2. If the condition is false, the statements which are there in the else block will be executed. Statement 3, statement 4, and then let me close it. So any condition can be either true or condition can be false. If the condition is true, the statements which are there in the if block will be executed. So statement 1 and statement 2 will be executed. If the condition is false, the statements which are there in the else block will be executed. So statement 3 and statement 4. And remember one important point. In a block of statements, if you have more than one statement, then curly braces are compulsory. If you have only one statement, then curly braces are optional. Now let me discuss this concept practically with an example so that it will be clear for you. Let me go to the Notepad++, and now I will ask the user to enter the number, and that number I want to verify whether it is an even number or not. So to do that one, I will write a condition. How can I verify a given number is a even number? I need to divide that number by 2, and then I should get the remainder as 0. So I have written n modulus 2. So the modulus operator, I'll give the remainder for you. So any number, if you divide by 2 and if you get the remainder as 0, then you can say that it is an even number. Otherwise, you can say it is an odd number. So I will write document.write even number, and then let me close the curly braces. Then I will write the else block. In else block, I will simply say odd number. So document.write odd number, and let me close the else block. So the condition can be true or condition can be false. Suppose let's consider that I have taken the n value is 5. If I consider the n value is 5, then 5 modulus 2. What you will get? The modulus operator will give the remainder, so you will get the 1 as a remainder. 1 is equal to 0? No, the condition is false. If the if condition is false, the statements which are there in the if block will not be executed. However, the statements which are there in the else block will be executed. So in this case, you will get the output as odd number. Instead of this one, if I give the n value is 8, 8 modulus 2, you will get the remainder as 0. So 0 is equal to 0. So the if condition is true. If the if condition is true, the statements which are there in the if block will be executed. So you will get the output as even number. If you want to verify, let me save this program, go to the browser, and let me refresh it. Now I will give the input as 5, and I will press OK. Now you got the output as odd number. Let me refresh it. Now let me give the input as 8, and let me press it OK. Now we got the output as even number. Similarly, I will write one more program for better understanding. I will write a JavaScript program to verify given number is buzz number or not. What is a buzz number? A number which is divisible by 7 or ends with 7, then I can say the given number is buzz number. Let me give an example for it. If I take 49, whether 49 is divisible by 7? Yes. So I can say it is a buzz number, because a number either it should be divisible by 7 or ends with 7. Let's consider that 47. Is 47 is divisible by 7? No. But 47 is ending with 7. So I can say 47 is a buzz number. If I take 36, 36 is neither divisible by 7 nor ends with 7. I can say 37 is not a buzz number. So this program I want to write it in JavaScript. Let me go to the Notepad++. I will ask the user to enter the input, and that input I want to verify whether it is divisible by 7 or not. How can I verify whether it is divisible by 7? I will divide the number by 7 and I will get the remainder, and I want to verify whether it is equal to 0 or not. Then I need to write the logical OR, and then I need to verify whether it is ends with 7 or not. So any number if you divide by 10, you will get the remainder which is there in the units position. So it will verify the given number is divisible by 7 or not, and this condition will verify whether it is ending with 7 or not. So here I should write 7, because if it is ends with 7, then only if you divide a number by 10, you will get the remainder as 7. So either this condition is true or this condition is true, then the entire if condition will be true, and the statements which are there in the if block will be executed. If both the conditions are false, then the statements which are there in the else block will be executed. So I will write here buzz number. Here I will write not a buzz number. Let me save this program, go to the browser and let me refresh it. What is the issue? There is some error here. We need to write logical OR like this. Now let me save this program, go to the browser and let me refresh it. Now there is no issue. Let me enter the input. 49 I am entering. Is 49 is divisible by 7? Yes. The first condition is true. It will not verify the second condition. So it will give the output as buzz number. Let me discuss how you got the output as buzz number. So I will give the n value is 49. Now 49 modulus 7 will give you the remainder as 0. So 0 is equal to 0. So the first condition itself is true, and you have the logical OR. Any one of the condition is true, the entire if condition will be true. As the first condition is true, either the second condition is true or false, the entire if condition will be true. In this scenario, the second condition will not be verified. So the entire if condition is true. The statements which are there in the if block will be executed. So you will get the output as buzz number. Let's consider that you have given the n value is 47. Now 47 divided by 7, you will get the remainder as 5, because 7 6 are 42, so you will get the remainder as 5. So 5 is equal to 0. No, the condition is false. The first condition is false, so we will verify the second condition. 47 modulus 10, you will get the remainder as 7. So 7 is equal to 7. So the second condition is true. As the first condition is false, logical OR, second condition is true. Any one of the condition is true, entire if condition will be true, because you are using the logical OR between the both the conditions. So entire if condition is true, the statements which are there in the if block will be executed. So you will get the output as buzz number. If you take the n value is equal to 36, now 36 modulus 7, you will get the remainder as 1. So 1 is equal to 0, false. Then 36 modulus 10, you will get the remainder as 6. So is 6 is equal to 7? No, false. So the condition 1 is false, the condition 2 is false, and you are applying the logical OR. So the entire if condition will be false. The statements which are there in the else block will be executed. So you will get the output as not a buzz number. If you want to verify, let me save this program, go to the browser and let me refresh it. Let me give the input as 36. You will get the output as not a buzz number. I hope you have understood about the if else. Now let me discuss about the else if ladder. So else if ladder will be useful for you to verify a condition. If the condition is false, you want to verify another condition. Even if that condition is false, you want to verify another condition. Like that, if you want to do, then you can use the else if ladder. Let me give a simple example. You want to go in a train from one place to another place, and let's consider that you are worrying about the budget. So first what you will do, you will look at the sleeper class tickets. If the sleeper class tickets are available, you will book it and you will travel. Let's consider that sleeper class tickets are not available, but you want to travel. Then you will look at the third AC tickets. If third AC tickets are available, you will book it and you will travel. Even let's consider third AC tickets are not available, then you will look at the second AC. So if the first condition is false, you are verifying the second condition. Even if the second condition is false, you are verifying the third condition. Like that, if you want to do, then you can use the else if ladder. Let me discuss the generalized syntax of using else if ladder. You will have if, which is a keyword, and then you will write the condition 1. The condition 1 can be either true or false. Let's consider that condition 1 is true, then the statements which are there in the if block will be executed. Let's take that you have statement 1 and statement 2. Let's consider that condition 1 is false, then you will have another condition. So you will have condition 2. If the condition 2 is true, the statements which are there in the else if will be executed. So you will have else if here, and then finally you will have else. And in the else I have statement 5 and statement 6. Let me zoom out little bit so that it will be clear for you. So any condition can be either true or false. Let's consider that condition 1 is true, then statement 1, statement 2 will be executed. And let's consider that condition 1 is false. If the condition is 1 is false, the statements which are there in the if block will not be executed. Instead of that one, it will verify the condition 2. Let's consider that condition 2 is true, then statement 3 and statement 4 will be executed. Even the condition 2 is also false, then statements which are there in the else if block will not be executed. However, the statements which are there in the else block will be executed. So you will get the output as statement 5 and statement 6. So like this, the else if ladder will work. Now let me discuss this else if ladder with an example so that it will be clear for you. Let me go to the Notepad++ and I will verify a given number is a positive number or equal to 0 or a negative number. So I will take the input from the user and I will verify the condition. If n is greater than 0, and then I will display it is a positive number. So I will write document.write positive number. If the if condition is false, I want to verify another condition. N is equal to 0. If the given number is equal to 0, I want to display it as equal to 0. Even the condition 1 and condition 2 both are false, then I want to execute an else block. So I will write document.write. If the given number is not an positive number, not equal to 0, obviously it will be a negative number only. Let me close the else block. So let's consider that I am taking the input as 36. So n will have the value 36. First I will verify the if condition. What is the condition? N should be greater than 0. 36 is greater than 0, so the if condition is true. If the if condition is true, the statements which are there in the if block will be executed. In that case, you will get the output as positive number. Let's consider that I have taken n value is minus 36. Is minus 36 is greater than 0? No. So the if condition will be false. If the if condition is false, the statements which are there in the if block will not be executed. In that scenario, you will verify the else if condition. What is the else if condition? N is equal to 0 or not, you need to verify. What is the value is there in the variable n? Minus 36. Is minus 36 is equal to 0? No. This else if condition is also false. Then the statements which are there in the else block will be executed. So you will get the output as negative number. If you want to verify, let me go to the browser and let me refresh it. Now let me give the input as 36. So you will get the output as positive number. Let me again refresh it. Now let me give the minus 5. So minus 5 is a negative number. Again let me refresh it and give the input as 0. So now 0 is a equal to 0. So you will get the output as equal to 0. So like this you can use the else if ladder in JavaScript. Now let me discuss about the switch statement. Switch statement is used to specify many alternative block of code to be executed. I can say the switch statement also works in the same way as else if ladder. You will have switch statement and then you will have an expression. Inside the switch you will have multiple cases. So the switch expression, if it is equal to any of the case, the code block which is available in the particular case will be executed. So you will have the switch expression. It will be evaluated once. The value of the expression will be compared with the values of each case. If there is any match, the associated code of block will be executed. If there is no match, the default code will be executed. Let me discuss the generalized syntax of using the switch statement in JavaScript. So you need to use the keyword called switch and then you need to have an expression. So the expression will be evaluated and it will be compared with the cases which are available in the switch. So let's consider that I'm using the case keyword and let's consider that I have the value 1. If the expression is matching with the value 1, then the code block which is available in the case will be executed. At the end you need to provide the break statement. Let's consider that this expression is matching with the value 1. Whatever the code or what are the statements you have specified will be executed. After that one you need to come out from the switch expression, so you need to provide the break statement. Let's consider that you have another case with the value 2. Then if the expression is matching with the value 2, what are the statements you have provided here will be executed and then you can provide the break statement. At the end you can provide the default statement and then you can write the code block and then you can close the switch expression. So you have a switch statement and you have a expression. If the expression is matching with the value 1, then this block of statements will be executed and it will come out from the switch statement. If the expression is not matching with the value 1, then it will be verified with the value 2, or I can say it will be compared with the value 2. If there is a match, then this code block will be executed and it will come out from the loop. If the switch expression is not matched with the value 1 and value 2, the statements which are there in the default statement will be executed. So this is the way the switch expression will be evaluated in JavaScript. Now let me discuss this switch statement in JavaScript with an example so that it will be clear for you. Let me go to the Notepad++. I will ask the user to enter the input. Now let me convert whatever the input you are considering from the user into a number. So I'm doing the typecasting. So it will be useful to convert into a number and then I will write the switch statement and then I will write an expression n. If it is matching with the case 1, I want to display Monday. So I will write document.write Monday. So if it is 1, I want to display it as Monday and at the end I want to come out from the switch expression. So I have written the break statement and then I will verify the case 2. So if the user enters the input as 2, I want to display it as Tuesday. So I will write document.write and then I will write here as Tuesday. If user enters any value other than 1 and 2, I want to display it as Sunday. So I will write default statement and then I will write document.write Sunday because I want to display it as Sunday. In the default block, you don't need to specify the break statement. So you can end the switch expression. Let's consider that user has entered the input as 1, then n will have the value 1 and now it is matching with the case 1. So the statements which are there in the case 1 will be executed. You have written document.write Monday, so you'll get the output as Monday and then you have the break statement, so it will come out from the switch expression. Let's consider that user has entered the n value is 2, then it is not matching with the case 1, however there is a match with the case 2, so you'll get the output as Tuesday and it will come out from the switch expression. If you provide the n value is 3, there is no match with the case 1, not matching with the case 2. In that scenario, the statements which are there in the default block will be executed, so it will display the output as Sunday. If you want to verify, let me save this program, go to the browser and let me refresh it. Let me enter the input as 1. In that case, you will get the output as Monday. Let me refresh it and enter the input as 2. In that case, you will get the output as Tuesday. And if I enter the value 10, which is not matching with the case 1 and case 2, in that case, the statements which are there in the default expression will be executed, so you got the output as Sunday. Let me modify the program little bit. I will remove this break statement. If I remove the break statement and if the input is 1, then it is matching with the case 1, so it will display the output as Monday. As there is no break statement, even if it is not matching with the case 2, the statements which are there in the case 2 also will be executed till where it will execute, till it occurs or it finds the break statement. Even let's consider that if I remove this break statement and if I give the n value is 1, so there is a match with the case 1, so it will display the output as Monday. Even it is not matching with the case 2, as you have not provided the break statement, so the statements which are there in the case 2 also will be executed. After that also you did not have the break statement, so even the statements which are there in the default statement also will be executed. If you want to verify, let me save this program, go to the browser and let me refresh it. Let me enter the input as 1. In that case, you will get the output as Monday, Tuesday, Sunday. If you want to display in separate lines, you can provide the break statement. Let me provide the BR, which is a break tag, is useful to break the line. So I will paste here and I will paste here. Now let me save this program, go to the browser and let me refresh it and give the input as 1. In that case, you will get the output as Monday, Tuesday, Sunday. Let me refresh it and give the input as 2. If you give the input as 2, then it will not match with the case 1. However, it will match with the case 2. So you'll get the output as Tuesday. After that, you does not provide the break statement, so the statements which are there in the default block also will be executed, so you will get the output as Tuesday, Sunday. If you want to verify, let me press OK. So you get the output as Tuesday and Sunday. So if you does not provide the break statement, the statements which are there in the next case also will be executed. Even if you does not provide the break statement in all the cases, then the statements which are there in the default block also will be executed. Now you can ask me, sir, is it compulsory to provide the default? No. Look at here, let me go to the browser. Let me save this program and go to the browser and let me refresh it. Now let me enter the input as 1. In that case, it is matching with the case 1, so you got the output as Monday. Now let me refresh it and give the input as 2. You will get the output as Tuesday. But now if I enter any value other than 1 and 2, you will not get any output. Why? Because you have not provided the default statement. So it is not compulsory to provide the default statement, but however your expression is not matching with the any case, then you should get some output, right? So in that case you can use the default statement. I hope you have understood all the conditional statements in JavaScript, like simple if else, else if, and switch statement. If you still have any doubts related to this concept, feel free to ask me in the comment section. I will try to clear your doubts as early as possible. Thank you for watching the complete video. Have a nice day.